Hello, this is Josh Baker with the Living Like Lucy Ministry, and today we are going to be talking specifically about dolls. There's a great line of Narnia-themed dolls by the Toner Company, and we are going to showcase those and talk about those things. We have a very special unboxing to do today related to the Narnia dolls. But while we're on the topic of dolls, I have a very special guest with me today. This is Leah. And Leah represents an excellent and new and up-and-coming ministry. We both have ministries. We've been doing the Narnia ministry, but Leah's ministry is related to dolls. And we're going to give her a chance to talk about those here in just a second. But before we jump into that, just going to highlight here real briefly the toner dolls that we have here. So there's two sets of Narnia-themed toner dolls. You have the Kings and Queens of Narnia here, the four Pevensies, and then we also have two over there, three over there, and one over here, the London wartime costume set of Pevensies. And then one separate doll from those two collections is the Jadis doll, and we have Jadis sitting here tempting Edmund. And this piece here is kind of a unique piece. It's actually part of this whole collection as well. This was a special custom piece that was made for a convention for the Narnia dolls many years ago, and they only made them to be put on the guest tables in the banquet area. So I think there's about 30 of them in existence, and this is the only one I've ever seen. And so we're really grateful to have this as part of our collection too. So these dolls were, to my understanding, the complete collection of toner Narnia-themed dolls until recently. And that's what we have to unbox today, is a very special doll. But before we get to that, we want to jump over here to Miss Leah for her to tell you a little bit about some of these other special dolls that we have here. So Leah, these are a different kind of doll. What do you have here?
So these are American Girl dolls. You might have heard of them before. But I have a ministry called Joy Doll Hospital where I fix up the American Girl dolls that maybe have been damaged or broken in any kind of way. They all come with stories, but I fix them up and then I donate them to children in crisis situations in different areas, and just to bring them joy.
That's a very special idea, and I think you've got a unique one that is just really great. We'll make sure and include wherever we post this video some links to be able to check out Joy Doll Hospital here. She's got some great projects in the works and some great ways that you could be involved and help with this particular project. Just real briefly, can you tell those that will be watching this video a couple ways that if they wanted to help partner with Joy Doll Hospital, what they could do?
So we're always looking for supporters and donors, also not just of money but of dolls. So any American Girl dolls, that it doesn't have to be that they're broken. It can be if you are willing to donate them or would like to donate them to help the cause. Also like shoes and clothes, 18-inch shoes and clothes for the dolls as well. Also, we're always looking for seamstresses to help out in any way as well.
Okay, well those are some great ways that you can be involved in this ministry, and I definitely encourage you to check it out. It's very special. Now, since Leah here is the doll expert, and I'm the Narnia expert, thought we would join forces here and open a very special box. So, we have this here that came from a lady named Lori Lentz. And Lori Lentz is looking at the paperwork here, she runs Angel's Doll Studio and does some custom dolls. She takes toner dolls, that's why we have the toner dolls here, and she specializes in painting their faces and giving them very special hair. She does a lot of doll wig work and does some really amazing stuff. And they had, a while back, they had a conference that they called the Tonerverse, and it was a special conference that was dedicated to the work of Robert Toner, who has made these dolls. It was a milestone for him, and so a lot of artists came together in what is called the Repaint Society Doll Art Collective. That's pretty cool. The Repaint Society Doll Art Collective. And this lady here, Lori, was a part of it. And they put together this amazing event. All these artists came together and they designed some toner dolls, and they repurposed them, kind of like what you do in repurposing these dolls. They took some basic toner dolls and they made new versions and new characters based off of the toner doll. And they took their influence and inspiration from all of his different collections that he's done. And for Lori, she decided that she was going to do a custom doll for this event based off of a character in Narnia that she liked. So what we have here is a doll that looks very much like it fits right in with this world of toner Narnia dolls, but is a one of a kind. There is not another one like it. And I happened to find it, that she was willing to sell it, and she's very excited about it becoming part of not only the whole Narnia toner collection here, but a part of the Living Like Lucy Narnia Ministry and what we're also doing with the Logos Theater. One thing that we do is we partner with other ministries and organizations featuring Narnia, and it could be schools, it could be other theater groups, and our home base is in Taylor, South Carolina with the Logos Theater, and they do a lot of Narnia themed stuff, and I'm actually wearing right now, the viewer can see, but it's the Horse and His Boy t-shirt that is related to the Logos Theater's production that they are currently doing. And they do a Narnia themed performance at least once a year, and we're very excited about the future and some of the things that we have planned going forward. And one of the things that we do oftentimes is we feature things from the Living Like Lucy Narnia collection in our theater, and when we go on special events, we'll take some of it with us and show it in schools and other places. And so these dolls are one of the features that we hadn't done yet. And actually, when we were getting ready to set this up today, some of them were still in the original box, and they'd never been set up before. So I'm really excited to see them out really as a collection for the very first time. And we now have a new one to add, and it will be the only one. No one else will ever have this one that we will be able to feature in the collection. I think it's going to be very special. So Leo, why don't you dive into this box and let's see what we have.
Okay.
Take all this little paperwork here.
Wow.
Just like all the other dolls,
Yeah.
we have to undo the bows.
Oh, he's got little props. So cool.
All right, why don't you go ahead and take them out. We'll let everybody see.
Wow. It's Mr. Tumnus.
It is Mr. Tumnus. I think there's a little bit of description that Lori says about Tumnus, and we'll share that with our viewers here. So Lori says that Tumnus is a one-of-a-kind, posable, repainted Franken doll. He was created with a toner basil as a base, but operated on to form his fawn legs. Credit to Dr. Zor Frankenstein for going into doll surgery with me for his legs. And then he went to Angel's Doll Studio for Hair Club for Fawns, and has Tibetan lamb's wool for fur.
Ooh.
That's pretty fancy, I think. That's pretty cool. The wonderful scarf was created by Jessica of Cozy Kosher. I think it's perfect. It looks just like the Did It Once
Yeah.
from the movie and everything. That's just great. Mr. Tumnus comes with some accessories. So why don't you look in there? I'll hold on to Tumnus for a second. Why don't you see what accessories we have for
You
Tumnus?
have the little
Oh,
packages.
there's the little packages. Isn't that cute?
His umbrella.
You know, the train reminds me of the London Underground. So there's his umbrella.
The flute.
Oh, look at that.
It's like made of clay.
Isn't that great? That looks just like his flute too. I think that's one of the things that sold it on me was all these great little accessories. His paint job is just wonderful.
Yes.
So Lori actually does the painting herself to make these amazing faces. We'll do some close-up zoom footage. We'll add that in so that you can see some of the close-up detail on these
like
accessories.
snow.
Oh, and she even included the snow. But we know what you want to do. You want to take Mr. Tumnus and use some of the snow here to set him up. Here's the stand. We'll get the stand out here so that you can stand Mr. Tumnus up. Oh, I don't see a base, so we'll have to get a base.
Right.
Oh, there's the base. It was on top. There we go. Glad you saw that. There we go. Yeah. Leah here was the one that set up all the dolls here for me and made everything look great. We'll give her all the accessories. She can keep setting them. There's some fabulous snow to include Tumnus. Look at that. Yep. There we go. See, can he hold his? Oh, look there. There we go. See, he's got the little horns there too.
Oh yeah.
And even
And
the
his
ears.
ears.
The ears are. The attention to detail was what won it over for me. Not forgetting any pieces to what a fawn would look like. And even getting the goat legs here and making the goat feet. So, I think what we need to do is we need to put you need to reach around there and get Lucy and put Lucy right here next to Tumnus. Once you get Lucy, we'll move Tumnus kind of here, and then we'll put Lucy here in the middle and do a close-up photo of them together. I think that would be fun. So while Leah's doing that, we just want to give a shout out thanks to Lori and her wonderful work at Angel's Doll Studio for all of her love and care that she put into creating this wonderful one-of-a-kind doll that we can put with our collection. And there we go. We'll add Lucy in. And Thomas would say, "Are you in fact human?" And Lucy, "Why, yes. But what are you? Are you a beardless dwarf?" "No, it's a fawn." Well, I think that's going to look great in the collection. What do you think, Leah?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just have to make sure that we keep Tumnus away from Javis over here. I don't think they mutually coexist very well. She considers him a traitor. So, well, we thank you for tuning in.